I am Hermes, messenger of the gods. Karma has been erased. Ascension is inevitable. What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. We've all heard these phrases, and they are in direct alignment with what karma is. Karma is the sum of a person's actions, emotions, and manifestations, which decides their fate in future existences. But my friends, just like we talked about in a recent video, karma and the soul recycling system it's been attached to is no longer a relevant construct for the living souls. Karma is actually an illusion which only serves to help us grow when we are stuck within the illusion of dualism. Karma can be positive or negative, and has allowed us to experience great realities and not so great realities within this earth realm. Each of us have been going up and down, riding the dramatic waves of karma from lifetime to lifetime. Within the many lifetimes we've experienced here, anything that could have happened within dualistic conditions happened. Wars, romance, love, hate, violence, oppression, slavery, tyrannical governments, peaceful communion. All of our experiences over the many lifetimes we've lived here have had equal amounts of pain and of pleasure. And this has been necessary in order for us to realize what we're collectively realizing right now. The paradigm of positive and negative, of good versus bad, of righteous versus evil, these are expressions of dualism, a consciousness which judges and labels, therefore splitting existence into realms of good and bad. This is what the Christians mean when they say Adam and Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This allegory represents the splitting of our own consciousness into opposing experiences. When we create a gap in existence like we collectively have, it's as if we're without a center point where creation can unfold harmoniously without the contrasts of highs and lows. Therefore, as long as we wanted to experience the multitude of inner and outer dualism, our higher selves inflicted karma onto us so we could ride these waves until realizing the great realization that balance, centeredness, inner wholeness is what we wish to experience. After all, we can't be whole when we split ourselves into opposing embodiments of experience and perception. The universe always aims to seek homeostasis, aims to seek balance, just like the body. This is why this particular lifetime for all living souls has been a fast track to work out all remaining karma. All of us have experienced such bliss and suffering because we decided that this lifetime would be our last dense, hyperphysical existence. Look back at your life. Pretty wild, huh? I know. It doesn't matter if you're 25 or 45. We've all experienced heaven and hell to such high degrees wrapped into this one lifetime. And this is no accident. We put ourselves on a one-way ride to experience all the leftover karma we've racked up from past lives. And guess what? The karma has been worked out completely. No longer are we cycling in and out of our experiences recklessly, but the living souls are observing themselves and their realities in an increasingly complete way as a reflection of our internal state. This is what awakening to our co-creative abilities is. It's recognizing that we are not just cogs in the machine of reincarnation, of birth and death, of cause and effect, but that we decide our fate, for we are the very higher beings which have kept us in bondage until the time was ripe. and the time is ripe. The event is coming, and it shall spark an increased merging of our current state into that of our higher selves. Your higher self is the transcendent, eternal version of you who is residing in the most harmonious timeline possible. The individualized emanation of you in a higher dimension, closest to Source. In other words, it is the wisest aspect of our multidimensional self, existing in the most perfected state that can be achieved by our current self. Our higher self remains in a state of perfection and eternal knowingness, and this is the state we are climbing to right now. This is what the Ascension is. It may sound strange. If my higher self is orchestrating this ascension, but my higher self is me, then what's even the point of going through all of this? The point is to learn, to feel, and to gain new experiences and perspectives within the vast array of the multiverse. It's a dance. The point of being is to create and to live out our creations. So, we descend from our higher selves and play a game of interdimensional musical chairs. Seems like a paradox? I know. Thus is the nature of creation. Being wrapped up in karma was exhilarating, was such an experience, and the coming ascension sparked by the event, this massive burst of divine rainbow light hitting so soon, shall be the cherry on top of this metaphorical Sunday. Heaven on earth is coming, and we shall rejoice so very soon in Hyperborean solitude. Worship to all living souls. I am Hermes, messenger of the gods, at your service.